और पेट्रोलियम मंत्रालय की ओर से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की जा रही है, क्या कुछ कहा जा रहा है वो आपको सुनवाते हैं।
शिपिंग के मूवमेंट को, पोर्ट के ऑपरेशंस को, सेफ्टी ऑफ इंडियन सीफेयरर्स को और कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ मैरीटाइम ट्रेड को। थैंक यू।
Thank you. Over to Randir ji for any updates.
Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, to update you with some of the developments in regard to Ministry of External Affairs. As you are aware, our External Affairs Minister, he visited Brussels. There he was invited by the EU High Representative and Vice President, Her Excellency Kaja Kallas, to attend the EU Foreign Affairs Council meeting. At the meeting, apart from discussing India-EU ties, he and other ministers of the European Union, foreign ministers of the various countries of the EU, they discussed global challenges, particularly the situation in West Asia, including its effect on energy security. The ministers, they also underlined the need for dialogue and diplomacy to be adopted to bring an early end to this particular conflict. On the margins of the Foreign Affairs Council meeting, External Affairs Minister had bilateral meetings with EU High Representative and Vice President, Madam Kaja Kallas, and the Foreign Ministers of Belgium, Cyprus, Germany, Netherlands, and Slovakia. In these discussions as well, he exchanged views on latest international developments. Coming to Iran, yesterday I had told you that some 650 people, Indian nationals, students included, had crossed over from Iran into Armenia and Azerbaijan, and from there to come back home. To that figure of 650 or so, we have 50 more Indian nationals who've crossed over to Armenia, and few more in addition to Azerbaijan. Yesterday I also told you, gave you an update on 284 Indian pilgrims who had gone to Iran. They had successfully crossed over into Armenia yesterday. Of those 284 pilgrims, 130 of them will be arriving in Delhi today. On the control room situation, the MEA control room remains fully functional and supporting the needs of our Indian nationals, but I must say that the number of calls or emails have reduced significantly. For example, yesterday we received only 22 calls and 6 emails, and these were attended to. That is all that I have to give you an update on. Thank you.
Thank you, Asim ji.
Good afternoon. As my colleague has just mentioned, just to add to some things what he has mentioned, the Ministry of External Affairs continues to closely monitor the evolving situation in West Asia and the Gulf region. The safety, well-being and security of the Indian community across the region continues to remain our highest priority. Ministry's dedicated special control room remains operational to assist and address queries from Indian nationals and their families. We remain in close touch with the state governments and union territories to share information and coordinate our efforts. Our missions and posts across the region are functioning round the clock, operating 24/7 helplines, maintaining regular contact with a large number of Indian community associations and organizations which are spread across the region, and issuing updated advisories to keep our citizens informed. They also remain in constant touch with the local governments, and we continue to render all assistance to stranded Indian nationals, students, seafarers and short-term visitors, including assistance for visas, logistical support where required, and facilitating transit arrangements. To give you an update on the airspace and flight status, since February 28th, around 244,000 passengers.
तो देखिए, संयुक्त प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की जा रही है और इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बताने की कोशिश की जा रही है कि